the night before I discovered that when I was in the maternity hospital, you were having it off with the runner-up.
Janet, it doesn't help things to exaggerate.
You weren't having it off?
Well, she wasn't runner-up, she came third.
Rita is a most remarkable person.
She is indeed. She is indeed, Tom.
Jerry.
Poor Ted.
Marry me, Rita.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yes, but I never thought there'd be only 2 other customers. We'd know them both, and they'd be lifelong specialists in getting drunk in public.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a great relief to me. The doctor suspected I might be sterile.
Oh.
I didn't tell you because they asked for maximum security, because there has been some adverse criticism of them. But not waiting longer after Mrs. Badger's first husband gassed himself in his own dental chair.
What, it's dead? Hello then everyone and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloReacts and here we are with the Series 1 finale of A Bit of a Do. We're going to another wedding. I'm going to guess this is Neville's wedding. It's in a registry office though. I thought he would have done something a bit more posh than that. I mean, he's a solicitor. No, mind you, she's just scrounging off him now. And well, mind you, she'd have had the divorce. She'd have got the money in from, what's his name, her husband, ex-divorced husband. And she'd probably own half of his business, won't she? I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I think it goes along like that. I'm going to guess Paul and his wife's not back together. I mean, he did cheat, and is he going to be with the other one? I don't know. I don't know how this is working with the intros and the intro tune now. Well, the intro tune will be gone, but I don't know how it's working with the adverts or the other bits or the last bit, because I've got to see how the last episode goes when it goes up. If it gets claimed as an episode anyway, that's fine, but I don't want a foreign company that I don't even understand the letters claiming it, because I don't know if they've actually got a claim on it or not. So yes, if you have subscribed or followed to me on Dailymotion or YouTube so far, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so. And if you're one of my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive shows, 8 per month right now, going up to 12 per month later this year. And also ad-free and uncensored early access as well to my YouTube and Dailymotion shows by at least a month. It is you that is bringing the content to me that allows me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get into the Series 1 finale.
Oh no, I'd have loved a day at the races. Well, it's sod's law, I've got a bit of a do on.
Is he a supervisor?
Well, a wedding. Well, yeah, I have got to be there. It's pretty vital I'm there, actually.
What?
A bit of a do.
Did they get divorced and he's marrying the other one?
A bit of a do. Smiling faces.
I'm completely lost off.
Getting to know the in-laws much better.
So I don't understand why they haven't changed. I'm going to guess they're going to have changed these for the second episode, series. So once again, this is just for Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee members, as I just gas on over the top of it. But like I say, I don't understand the... I will put it up. I'll put it up here, telling you exactly who's copyrighted it. I think it's I don't know. I don't even recognise the letters. I'm not even going to hazard a guess.
A scruffy young groom who defies convention. A bit of a do, bit of a do.
See, at least he got it for somebody else. So David Jason's left on his own. So is it win? Oh, that's confetti. Why can't we throw confetti out there?
I said we'd be early.
Oh, let's not go until we have
Just throw away.
These places make me nervous and I'm nervous enough already.
Me too. Oh, you look lovely today.
Didn't take him long.
Thanks.
Worse than his dad.
Don't know why I say today. It makes it sound as though you don't look lovely every day, and you do.
Thanks.
I assume.
You what?
Well, I don't see you every day. It's just possible that on the days I do see you, you look lovely, and on the days I don't see you, you look hideous. But it's extremely improbable, statistically.
You are an idiot.
Churns me up when you say nice little things like that.
So
If
is
it
it?
wasn't for my making love to you, I wouldn't have split up with Jenny. And now I've split up with Jenny and I'm free to make love to you. I can't because you're marrying my ruddy brother.
Oh,
You don't want me.
really?
You still love Jenny. That's why you're so nervous, because she's going to be here.
Rubbish.
Sodding cars,
did
sodding
they get off
inadequate
together?
municipal parking facilities.
The great philosopher has spoken.
Why can't I park a car?
Because philosophers aren't practical men. I doubt that Jean-Paul Sartre could reverse into a parking space.
Oh, Jean-Paul Sartre didn't have to work for cockadoodle chickens.
She works for them.
nervous. I shouldn't be here if it's family only.
You're going to be blown away if that wind picks up more.
Scraping.
I think we're short of people to invite.
Yeah, well, let's get inside. Bloody freezing.
So is he still sleeping with her? Is that what it was trying to imply? Well, saying in the beginning. So he's sleeping with her behind his back.
Mom, good God.
Thank you very much.
No, it's, Oh, you look amazing.
You look lovely.
Thank you very much. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you're surprised. Hello, Carol. Congratulations. Listen, boys, I've brought a friend.
What sort of a friend?
A male sort of a friend.
What?
Thank you very much.
Is it the dentist?
Where is he, this male sort of a friend?
He was trying to park. Said it didn't matter if he was late, but I mustn't be, so he dropped me off. I'm glad, because it's given me a chance to warn you.
What do you mean, Warners? What's wrong with him?
Has he got one leg or something?
There is nothing wrong
No,
with him.
not a problem
I'm
with
delighted
that.
to say
No
that he's
problem.
complete in every respect.
Oh, so why Warners then?
Oh, so you won't go up in astonishment when you see him.
Why on earth should we go up in astonishment?
At the idea of your mother having a boyfriend.
Really?
I think we're a bit more sophisticated than that, Mum.
Yes, well, we mothers never really believe our children have grown up, do we?
Who is he, Mrs. Stimcock? Your boyfriend?
Well, do you remember that actor they had at the charity horse racing evening?
Harvey
No.
Wedgwood?
You're gawping again.
Oh, shut up, Carol.
Yes, well, he invited me to go and see his play in London and to go backstage. Well, it took a bit of courage, but I went, and it turned out to be the best move I've ever made in my life.
Really?
Oh, dear, you do sound displeased with me.
No, it's your life. It's a free country. You're old enough to know your own mind, but he's a bit older.
He's a lot older. I
A
mean, we're
massive ego.
delighted to see you getting your share of female emancipation, but, well, Elvis is right. We'd both be a bit happier for your sake if it was somebody younger, that's all.
Because we love you.
We don't want you marrying somebody and then him dying and breaking your heart.
Because we love you.
Then we get a funeral.
Ah. This is Jerry Lansdowne.
Oh.
Jerry, this is Paul, my youngest, Elvis, my oldest, and Elvis's fiancée, Carol.
Hello.
It's a lot younger.
I know this sounds corny, but I've heard so much about you boys. It's really nice to meet you at last.
Oh, maybe not. Now look.
You all seem stunned.
Well,
I've just been telling them how I met you, Jerry. They leapt to conclusions. Just had a tremendous ticking off because they thought I was throwing myself away on a geriatric.
Ah. No, I'm not quite geriatric yet. I'm a friend of Harvey's son. I met your mother in Harvey's dressing room.
I was hoping it was the dentist.
Neville?
Thank you, Rita. So do you. You're marvellous.
Well, I got it wrong about the wedding.
Really
It's
do.
not his.
I mean,
This is my friend, Jerry Lansdowne.
good to see you, Jerry.
Yeah.
May I introduce my nephew, Andrew? His wife can't be here as she's unwell. Rita's boys, Elvis and Paul, and Elvis is,
Carol Fordingbridge.
and Elvis is Carol Fordingbridge.
Hello, Andrew.
Well, here we are, eh?
Well, it's not
All on
Elvis's.
parade. Well done.
She's not, should I
Any
say.
sign of Simon?
not yet.
They're together, but he doesn't own her.
No sign of the blushing bride.
She's probably buying bed socks.
Oh.
Because she got cold feet.
I thought
Joe.
she was the bride.
I think they must be running late. Well, the last lot aren't out yet.
It's rather like waiting for your turn on a pleasure boat, isn't it? Oh, dear.
Confused.
dear.
So is it
Oh, dear, oh,
Neville's?
dear, Rita. Why the oh, dear?
Oh, no, I just said oh dear because you said oh dear.
Oh, did I? Oh, dear.
The condemned man ate a hearty breakfast.
Oh, it is.
Pardon?
Joke.
Ah. I hope I don't quite feel condemned.
Oh, they lost me off
I do
twice
feel most
there.
dreadfully nervous. I think these registry places make it rather... And yet our first marriage was so large, so grand. Jane always says it made her feel that she and I were irrelevant.
Is he going to be able to go through with this?
Oh, Lord, I really ought to stop talking about her as if she was still alive, oughtn't I?
She had the baby.
Oh, look. Oh, they're so young. There's so few people. It's awful. I mean, what does life hold for them?
We'll never know.
Maybe they were just happy
Well,
to
I'd
be
like
married.
to know. Oh, I hope you'll both be terribly happy.
Rita is a most remarkable person.
She is indeed. She is indeed, Tom.
Jerry. It was wonderful. Very few people could have done that.
Oh, don't be absurd, Joe. My children are very embarrassed at the idea of you being physical with me.
Mum, we aren't. We're the emancipated generation.
Yeah, not so emancipated that you're happy for me to be the emancipated generation as well.
Do you have to keep making your jokes?
It's a happy occasion. I thought a touch of humour would be appropriate.
My point, precisely.
I wasn't embarrassed, Carol.
Oh, no. You both were.
I wasn't. Not embarrassed, it just came to me how wrong it all seems. Everybody happy under the circumstances.
Well, life has to go on.
What insight your 3-year study of philosophy's given you, Elvis. I know life has to go on, you Dumbo, but it doesn't go on for him, does it? Was it 3 months? I mean, if it was natural causes, it'd be bad enough, but... suicide.
What? That his wife?
You didn't tell me you were inviting Paul.
Didn't I, dear? Well, of course I've invited him. His family, isn't he, still?
You look stunning, my love.
Oh, you don't look so bad yourself.
Well, you would have thought she wouldn't invite him.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
Unless she invited them to get them two together.
You look wonderful. No, you really do. What's happened?
Jenny, Liz, I'd like you to meet my friend, Jerry Lansdowne.
Boyfriend.
Wow. Hello, Jerry.
Hello.
Step away.
I know this sounds corny, but I've heard so much about you both. It's really nice to meet you at last.
Well, we'd all better go in.
Next victim, please.
Still no sign of Simon?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, dear.
Well, come along. Best foot forward.
Right. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Why all the oh,
Yeah,
dears?
Chuckle Brothers.
Oh, no, good heavens, no. I was saying oh, dear because you sighed and said oh, dear.
Did I? Oh, dear.
Are you having second thoughts?
No, good heavens, no. I suppose I meant, oh dear, Simon hasn't come. And oh dear, the rest of my stuffy family are also boycotting the event. And oh dear, Jenny's still totally hostile to Paul, and whatever we think of him, he is the father of our baby.
Do we know
And
why?
oh dear, I'm going to have to endure Andrew's jokes. And oh dear, what on earth does Rita think she's playing at? And oh dear, it is hardly Westminster Abbey, is it?
Oh, dear. What a lot of oh, dears.
I don't think they're going to make it to the end of this wedding ceremony. I think she's done enough with that other guy. If you're enjoying this, could I please ask for a subscribe on YouTube and a follow on Daily Motion? I'd really appreciate it. Really help me out.
Do you have a table for two? Yes, sir. I think we can squeeze you in. Can I get you something pour boire? To drink?
2 vodka tonics, please. Make them large ones. Wife and I don't often see each other midday.
Very good, sir.
My husband supplies your chickens.
Edouard.
Fantastic to know.
We'll bring you the menus.
Thank you.
Oh.
Good afternoon, sir. Good God. Ted, what are you doing here?
I've only got a job.
Working here. It's a very nice place. Monsieur Albert is an excellent employer, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Good. Now, what can you recommend, Edward?
Everything is excellent. Our chef, Alphonse, started in the household of General de Gaulle and later worked at Maxime's in Paris. All right, you couldn't wait to get your little hands on my foundry when it failed. Fair enough, that's life. But...
But what?
But... Don't you think you've done enough damage without rubbing it in? I mean, calling me Edward. I mean, really.
That's a bit naughty, Rodney.
No, I'm very sorry, Ted. I couldn't resist it. I'm sorry.
Oh. Right, well, we say no more about it. If I catch you calling me Edward just once more, I'll kick your ruddy teeth right down your tête de veau vinaigrette a la mode.
See, maybe it was karma for what he did.
And the agneau rôti au flageolet avec les herbes de Provence has its devil. I'm warning you. I mean, you just catch one glimpse of amusement in your eye, and that's it. All right? Anyway, I wouldn't waste too much time studying the menu. There's no point. It's all lousy.
I bet the food is lousy.
Well, it's quiet anyway. And we're together.
I'm a lucky woman. Cheers, love.
Cheers, love. Ah, poulet de Bresse, sauce Perigordienne.
How come they're not
maize-fed French chickens.
You might be having the...
Those are my chickens. They're as French and as maize-fed as my backside.
Do that.
Sandra, come in. A couple of casual
Having the
customers
do
are
there,
arrived.
everyone's going to know about
All
it.
the dinners. Well, there's a wedding dinner on.
Do you know whose?
Sandra, it's other lunches and it's a wedding breakfast. Do try to get it right, love. I mean, I told them you were an experienced waitress who'd worked in sophisticated places. Not an unemployed bakery assistant I met down the DHSS. I mean, did I? So do try and get it together. Right, you have lunch at dinner time, dinner at tea time, and whatever time of the day it is, it's a wedding breakfast.
Why do things have to be so complicated?
So that the ignorant can be identified and class differences can signify.
Isn't that bad?
Of course it is. This is England. It's part of our heritage, isn't it?
Do we know what this wedding party are?
No. Monsieur Albert.
I'm not even saying what's
is being
happening to
very cagey
England's
about
heritage
it.
right now.
Well, you don't half get on my wick.
Sandra,
Not
it's a
political
very
channel.
posh restaurant, is Chez Albert's. And you do not say about the owner and patron as someone who gets on your wick.
All right. I can't stand him then.
Nice, better.
Ted, are you glad you met me?
Of course I am, love. Now, come on, come and get serving.
She's
There
going
wouldn't
to
be a
your
wedding
daughter.
breakfast having dinner here this lunchtime if it wasn't known for our service. Hey!
Look, Rodney, there's Elvis and Carol.
They said they were going to Neville and Liz's wedding.
Rodney, the wedding's here. Bang goes our quiet lunch.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Weren't they invited?
Poor Ted.
Okay, Level and Hardy.
Sandra, what do you think you're doing with me plates?
Sorry, Monsieur Albert.
Oh, don't need to feel guilty about it.
Oh, thanks, Monsieur Albert.
Because I'm stopping it from your wages.
I didn't expect him to be a Geordie.
Oh, but who exactly is in this wedding party?
You demanded secrecy, Ted.
My two sons are in there. I need to know.
Your sons?
Well, there's no harm in you knowing now, I suppose. It's a Mr. Badger marrying a Mrs. Rodenhurst.
Bloody hell. No wonder you didn't tell me.
I didn't tell you because they asked for maximum security, because there has been some adverse criticism of them. But not waiting longer after Mrs. Badger's first husband gassed himself in his own dental chair.
What, he's dead? He's killed himself? Not so much for me wanting him to get off with Rita.
God, what the hell has she got into? I can't go in there.
What do you mean you can't go in there?
I can't. Listen, Albert, gonna have to be reasonable. Now, just listen to me. Just listen. Look,
Can he be
I've had
audacious?
an affair with the bride. I've been left by the bride. The bride and groom are bringing up my baby as their own.
Your baby?
Yes. My wife is in there with some freak I can only assume is her lover.
Wife? Sons? Baby? Oh, shit.
My two sons are in there. Plus one son's fiancée and the other son's estranged wife. They don't know that I work here. Now, be reasonable. I can't go in there and ask them to taste the wine, which I know they know it's all about, And they know I know sod all about. Now, can I? Come on, it's just not on, is it?
You didn't tell me you had a wife and sons and a baby.
Look how old he is.
No, I know, Sandra. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind.
Slipped your mind?
Yeah, because it's over, it's finished, it's unimportant.
Well, you won't mind going back in there then, will you? If it's over, finished, unimportant.
Oh, heck.
Well, we have actually done it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think we ought to congratulate you, too. You seem to have made quite a catch.
I'll second that.
They're going to run off together by the end of this. I can see
Either
it.
that's a bottle of champagne being opened or the chef shot himself.
Don't mention suicide.
Oh, Lord.
Can't believe it.
Isn't that the Silito's over there?
Good Lord.
I like that dentist. Neville, what you done?
Oh, we'll have to congratulate them.
Well, we can't. It'll look as if we're angling to be invited.
We can't not. That'll look as if we're upset because we weren't invited.
You know, if you're going to off himself.
Hello!
Do. Give us a shock.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Thank you. They must be having lunch here.
Surely not. What are you waiting for a plane to Istanbul? Joke.
We did decide, as we're a small party, it might be a bit more relaxing if there were other customers.
Yes, but I never thought there'd be only 2 other customers. We'd know them both, and they'd be lifelong specialists in getting drunk in public.
What's going on in there? Where is everybody? I heard this place was very good.
All you've got to worry
Apparently,
about is what's
Monsieur
going on in
Albert
there.
was the manager of Maxime's in Paris, and his chef is said to be the illegitimate son of Charles de Gaulle.
Don't mention illegitimate children. Rita's illegitimate. Well, we found that out at Jenny's wedding.
Uncle Neville, did you remember to organise
Did
my
we?
vegetarian meal?
Oh, Lord, I forgot.
Uncle Neville isn't Uncle Neville anymore, Jenny. He's your father now.
Yes, well.
Stepfather.
Jenny.
Oh, please don't leave Carol. I'm sure she's whispering lovely things in your ear.
Carol is engaged to Elvis.
Do you expect me to feel sorry for you?
I'm lost without you, Jenny. I haven't even got the heart to read the Guardian's foreign news. I'm just turning back into the slob I was before I met you.
I repeat, do you expect me to feel sorry for you?
Monsieur, Madame, greetings and congratulations. I'm so sorry you wait. A little stuff problem, you understand. All is not solved. Here is Edouard with your champagne.
I think I'd have quit.
Oh.
Good Lord. Ted.
Dad?
Would you like to taste the wine, sir?
Yes, well, I'm sure it's... right. Very good.
Probably tastes like toilet water.
Madam?
Thank you, Ted.
Edward.
May I take this opportunity of wishing Madam the lasting happiness that has so far eluded her?
Thank you, Ted. Maybe you'd like to wish me better luck with my men?
Well, this is a surprise.
It certainly is, Madam.
This is Jerry Lansdowne. Jerry, this is my husband.
Ah.
Don't worry, Ted.
Champagne? Sir?
She'll have a boyfriend at the end of this.
What do you mean? Ah.
Nothing at all, just...
He might not have a job at the end of this.
Jenny?
Oh, thanks, Ted. Though I don't feel much like it.
Still worrying about why half the world is starving?
No. Well, I mean, I am, obviously. But no. I was just thinking how sad I'm about the way everything's turned out.
The most awkward wedding in history.
Is this a permanent post then, Dad?
No, Elvis, it is not. No, I mean, really, no. It's to fill in while I develop my portfolio.
Your portfolio?
It's designs,
CV.
my toasting forks, etc. Personalised door knockers. Designer coal scuttles. My portfolio.
We can't not offer Rodney and Betty a drink. Waiter, Ted, could we have 2 more glasses for the Silito's, please?
Yeah, certainly, no, sir.
If we offer them a drink, we'll have to ask them to eat with us. I mean, can't just send them off back to their table.
Oh, Lord.
I think they're discussing whether to ask us to join them. They don't look round.
Well, don't you stare at them.
I can't never look in their direction. Look totally unnatural.
Nothing for it.
Looks unnatural, just smiling at them all the time.
Liz and I would be very honoured if you'd join us for lunch.
Even though you didn't get invited to the wedding.
This is a surprise.
Yes, well, thank you.
Did they actually know they just wanted a free lunch? I won't put it past them.
Ah, madam, sir, as this is a very special occasion, would you both break the habits of a lifetime and indulge yourselves in a drink?
Thank you, Edward.
While I remember, waiter, Ted, I'm afraid I forgot to ask, but could we have one vegetarian meal?
2.
3.
Hey?
Ah, you're a vegetarian, are you, sir?
She is.
No, I am.
Good God, Rita, you don't mean that...
Is it hereditary? Is it just...
Sorry, 3 vegetarian meals. I'll see what Alphonse can rustle up.
Is it just kicked in now?
I'm awfully sorry, Rita. We had no idea.
Absolutely not. Oh, I believe you. I imagine his appearance must have been quite an embarrassing memory for you on your wedding day, Liz.
What a very nice wallpaper this place has.
Doesn't it? I noticed that.
Oh, flipping heck.
You said I was all that mattered.
You are.
Rubbish. I saw the way you looked at her bit of stuff. You're jealous.
I'm not, Sandra, love, I'm not. It's just that...
It's got no right to be.
Well, Rita was a good wife. She was a good mother. She ran a good home. I don't like to see her letting herself be used by that young whippersnapper. I mean, put yourself in my position, would you?
Well,
no, you wouldn't. Right, so...
How do you know he's using her?
Oh, come on, Sandra. She's more than 10 years older than him.
You're more than 20 years older than me, but I'm not using you.
No, that's different. That's different.
Are you using me?
Of course not, love.
Stop gap.
Sandra, you'll be paying me by the end of the week.
Oh, but it wasn't her fault. Not this time. No, it wasn't. It was mine. I distracted her. You can't take it out of her wages. If it wasn't her fault, now can you be fair?
I could if I wanted to. You're all non-union. But I won't, of course.
Take it out yours.
I'll take it out of yours instead.
I want to apologise, Liz. I didn't come here to make bitchy remarks.
Why did you come? To show off your conquest? To let us see how far you've travelled?
Oh, Lord, perhaps I did.
She is Neville's friend.
Hoped I'd come as a gesture of, I don't know, goodwill, reconciliation.
Well, that's certainly why we invited you. I mean, let's face it, our families are still linked by marriage.
What do you mean, let's face it? Don't you want Paul and Jenny to get back together again?
Of course I do. They've got a baby.
Oh, so you won't want them to if they haven't got a baby?
Oh, conversation's impossible if you examine every word under a microscope, Rita. I hope Paul and Jenny get together again. I hoped you and I could strike up some sort of friendship against all the odds.
What do you mean, against all the odds?
Oh, Rita, no microscopes. What I meant was, who would have thought you and I could ever be friends?
Well, nobody in the old days. Then things have changed. Perhaps you feel you're going to need all the friends you can get.
What, even friends who say that sort of thing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. Didn't come here to make bitchy remarks.
I'm still stuck on why they killed the
You don't really
dentist
want to
off
live on your own, do you?
screen.
I mean, it must be hard work bringing up a baby on your own.
I really wish they didn't
Well,
do that.
exactly. All the more...
He was a main part of the show.
2 babies.
I'm pregnant.
Jenny.
It's ironical, isn't it? I must have conceived the night before the crowning of the Miss Frozen Chicken UK. The night before I discovered that when I was in the maternity hospital, you were having it off with the runner-up.
Jenny, it doesn't help things to exaggerate.
You weren't having it off?
Well, she wasn't runner-up, she came 3rd.
She's gonna end up saying it's not his.
Simon, you came.
No, Jenny.
Simon!
I decided to come. I've compromised. I wanted to show I disapproved. But I also wanted to show I still love you. So, I decided to come to one and not the other.
And you don't get a champagne lunch at the registry office.
Oh,
I've got no sympathy for her whatsoever. None. She basically killed off Lawrence, for heaven's sakes, off screen. If you're enjoying this, could I please beg her subscribe on YouTube and follow on Daily Motion? I'd really appreciate it. It'd really help me out.
Like a drink, was it?
It's funny how it took Ted and Rita to make us realise we take it in turns to get drunk when we go to do's.
Absolutely.
Embrace it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You realise why we take it in turns, don't you?
Someone can
So that
drive.
there's somebody sober to drive home.
No, I think there's more to it than that. I think one of us stays sober instinctively to protect the ones they love from making fools of themselves.
Not worked.
Or herself, which they may very well do if drunk, and have. Because we love each other so much.
We do, don't we? Over 30 years together and we still love each other.
Yep, they were both sober in the last
The
one.
driving is important too. I mean, take today.
Both drunk in this one.
Not get drunk, because I'm not. But have a bit too much knowing you're driving.
I thought you were driving.
What?
Oh dear. I think the system's broken down. Well,
Yeah,
because I thought you were driving. I've had, well, not too much, but a bit too much. I mean, I wouldn't describe myself as drunk exactly.
Your balance last month's out.
Totally plastered.
Yes.
I'm having a good time, that's what a wedding's for. Leave them.
You remember you were talking about all the opportunities I must get, showing beautiful women round houses, of making mad, passionate love to them. And I said that sort of thing isn't done at Trellis, Openshaw and Finch.
Has he done it with his fiancée?
Well, it's not so much not done as used to be not done.
Congratulations, Simon. Tell me more. I can tell you're dying too.
Not at all. I always think that men who boast of their sexual exploits are rather pathetic.
That's true.
She's a married woman. Very attractive. She said
Not her,
her
then.
husband was a bit of a drip and her life was dreadfully dull. Even I could see she was making advances to me.
So you ripped up your specifications, said, darling, forget the handsome proportions, the charming southerly aspect and the 6 PowerPoints, and flung her on the spacious, convenient bed there and then, eh?
Good Lord, no. That would have been professionally unethical. Or someone else's house. No, I took her to my flat.
Who is this mystery woman?
Elvis? She's a married woman. Credit me with a little discretion.
Sorry.
Elvis.
Oh, God. I think you're about to say something nice.
Elvis, I'm glad I got to know you.
Well, thanks, Simon. I've met worse twits myself. Not many, but some.
You've changed.
Gonna
me,
kiss it
see?
someone we know.
I mean, if it wasn't for you, I'd never have had the courage to get anywhere with Judy.
Judy!
No, it's not.
Good at this.
Marry me, Rita.
Oh, bloody hell.
You're just saying that because you've had a few drinks and you're infected with a romantic mood.
The drink might have helped me pluck up my courage, but I decided to ask you days ago.
I'm married.
Get divorced.
I'm more than 10 years older than you.
It's hardly what I'd expected, but you can't plan love.
I've got 2 grown-up sons.
Rita, don't you want to marry me?
No, Jerry. Quite honestly, I really don't think I do.
You are jealous.
Sandra, love, put the plates down before you talk, will you?
You keep looking at them.
I do not keep looking at them. I am not jealous, Sandra, love. I'm not. It's over. I wouldn't have her back. She came in here now on bended knee.
Some chance of that. She's got a new fella.
Sandra, you're so naive sometimes. I mean, you really are. Rita is using him to make me jealous because she wants me back. I mean, she is.
She had an opportunity in the last episode. And the one before.
They're using each other.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I keep telling you.
Well, why you keep going on about it then?
I'm not. You're the one that keeps on going off. For God's sake, Sandra.
See, I'm not saying I don't love you, Jerry. I'm just saying I don't want to marry you.
What do you want to do?
Live together.
You really are determined to throw off your conventional past, aren't you?
I don't think there is anything terribly unconventional about 2 consenting adults living together these days. I just don't know if I can throw off my past enough to do something as uncautious as marry you.
It's a little awkward, Rita, in my position.
Especially after a few months of knowing them.
Well, I wouldn't put it as crudely as that. But... yes, it is true that a politician can't really afford to have a private life.
Prospective Social Liberal Democrat candidate for Hindhead, not Shadow Foreign Secretary.
Rita, I'm only saying I prefer to marry you. Of course, I'll live with you if you don't want to marry me.
Oh, Jerry, I'm so happy.
Rita!
No.
Rita! You're crying. You're crying. What's he done? What's he done to you?
We're going to live together.
I knew it. He's an unprincipled swine.
Oh, give up, Ted.
Gonna get heartbroken
Our marriage
again.
is over.
No, I know that. It's just I'm thinking of you. Don't like to see you being made unhappy, that's all.
I'm not. Oh, God, then why am I crying?
Rita, you can't see it because you're besotted. He'll use you, and when he's finished with you, he'll have a liqueur, madam.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. You don't drink liqueurs. Hey, and that's ordered.
Oh, well, I do now. And you can pour me another one.
No, Rita, listen. Rita, listen. Look. Rita, he'll use you. And when he's finished with you, he'll cast you aside like some clapped-out car sponge that's losing its fluff.
What, 15 minutes?
Image.
Hmm? No, I didn't mean that I could ever think of you as a...
Clapped-out old car sponge that's losing its fluff.
No, precisely. I mean, who could?
Only him.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see. Huh?
It was my idea that we should live together.
Rita, are you seriously telling me that you suggested living in sin?
No.
He did.
Hindhead. He believes you should build a political power base on local foundations.
Oh, bloody hypocrite.
Political power base?
Yes, Jerry's prospective Social Liberal Democrat candidate for Hindhead.
Oh, good God. No wonder you're all cranky.
Cranky?
Yes. Vegetarian, feminist. Always caring about animals and people and think cranky.
He wants to marry me.
Good. Well, good. No, good. No, I'm glad he's serious. Oh, I'm good. But,
What do you mean, but?
well, what do you know about him? Eh? I mean, where did you meet him?
Met him in Harvey Wedgwood's dressing room. And then we ran into each other again at a CND rally.
See it? I knew it. He's a bloody freak. What were you doing there, Rita?
Oh, I don't want to go into the nuclear debate with you now, Ted, but you shouldn't believe all you read in the Tory newspapers. I mean, the people at those rallies, they're respectable, sensible people. Of all ages, from many walks of life. Ordinary people like me.
Ordinary. Beginning to wonder if you're ordinary.
What's a CND rally?
Very much.
It wasn't a compliment. Oh, no, I can excuse you because it's your bodily chemistry. But what's his excuse?
What? My bodily chemistry?
Come on, Rita. I mean, be honest. You know it is, isn't it? I mean, you know, it's the change, eh?
How dare you, you prejudiced...
Rita, be careful. People are watching. What will they think? Casual.
How dare you, you prejudiced, blinkered, bigoted, chauvinistic, rude, small-minded sod?
Rita, how can you...
Ted, people, casual.
All right. Well, he's not a freak, fair enough. But...
Once again, I'm forced to ask, but what?
Well, he's a liberal. He's a namby-pamby, middle of the road, always sitting on fences.
Oh, a minute ago he was pumping me full of cranky radical extremism. Now he's sitting on fences. You can't have it all, Rose, Ted. Unless you mean he's sitting on fences at American air bases.
All right, I mean... No, what do you really know about him, then,
Oh, played rugby for Rosalind Park. His mother's a JP. And he owns a successful microchip factory in Godalming.
Good.
Well, I knew them.
Good, well, that's... No, I mean, that's all right, then. Good, I'm glad.
Not you, him.
anybody in your life, Ted?
Hmm? Yes, oh yes. Well, very much so, in fact. Yes, you can say that sexual and emotional fulfillment have crossed the Simcock threshold.
I am glad, Ted. Do you want to tell me about her?
She's young enough to be his daughter?
No, not a lot. No, what I mean is just she's, you know, a bit of a public figure in the town and, you know, discretion.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I'm ever so happy you've got somebody, Ted. You'll be as anxious to get the divorce over as quickly as I am, then.
It's the skeleton at the feast.
Everyone can have a divorce,
it's the
though.
spectre in the cupboard.
Adam, what is?
My chickens. I mean, can you reconcile your kindly husband with the cruel beast who keeps living creatures cooped up in misery?
I must admit,
Are Bob gonna let him go?
sometimes at night I dream I'm like that. All cooped up. Oh, it's awful.
What say we go off and do it?
Yeah.
Set my chickens
Oh.
free.
Are you serious?
I have never been less serious in my life.
Well, it would be rather nice.
It's
gonna ruin his business.
Betty and I have work to do. Back at work where I work. Chicken place. So,
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Don't drive.
Well, not inviting us exactly, but seeing us sitting over there and thinking, oh, Lord, have to
Yeah, Betty.
invite them. But then you did, didn't you? That's the point, and thank you very much.
You can't drive like this.
I won't. I'll take a taxi here. My car key cars. There. Proof. Taxi. Work to do. Come on, Betty. Oh, thank you very much. Betty didn't mean to. I would like to say that I do not agree with her.
I beg your pardon.
I think you genuinely love him, I do.
No.
No, please, I do. I don't think the whole caboose was calculated down to the last thingamajig.
Let us see if we can find you a taxi.
I am sorry.
Well, you shouldn't have said it, but then you're drunk.
Yes, I know, so am I. Let's just forget all about it, shall we?
Excuse me. Why, what have you done? A joke.
Are you the Mr. Rodenhurst of whom my wife speaks so well?
Oh.
I beg your pardon.
Oh.
You showed my wife, Judy, round a house a few weeks ago. She said you were most obliging.
Well, I tried.
And succeeded by the sound of it. Though I'm afraid the time you spent with her was utterly wasted.
Not at all, I do assure you. I mean, it happens in business. You found somewhere else, have you?
Oh, we decided to stay in Otley. We like the school, you see. But that's why she can't be here today. She's having a bit of a bad day. After many years of trying, we're expecting a happy event.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. It's a great relief to me. The doctor suspected I might be sterile.
Oh.
Well, what do doctors know?
You feeling all right?
Yeah, fine. Just feel a bit sick.
You make a fortune if you're pregnant. Joke.
Well, if he is, you want a cesarean, mate. Don't give birth to it
You're all
naturally.
right.
I wish I'd never met you.
So,
Well, that friendship lasted a
are we
while.
going to be able to manage a friendly conversation this time, Liz?
I hope so. And Rita, I hope you and Jerry will be very happy.
Thank you very much.
You're wondering if I mean that.
Oh, these things are hard to tell. I think I choose to believe you mean it.
Good. You don't think I'm a total bitch, then?
That's a strong word, Liz. Total.
Your friend Betty thinks I planned it all. Taking Ted, getting the baby, leaving Ted, trapping Neville. She doesn't think I love Neville.
What do you think?
Oh, I think you're right. I don't think I really know. I mean, can one know about oneself, do you think? Let alone other people.
Yes.
I think maybe I did plan it without really knowing. I do think I love Neville, though.
Such plan killing a
Waited
husband.
longer, but our hearts couldn't wait, and nothing could bring Lawrence back. And I find I don't believe he's there anywhere, watching. So why pretend? We feel we're getting too old for pretense.
I feel that too.
And the sooner we got married, the better from the baby's point of view.
How is he?
Blooming Neville is as proud of him as if he was his own.
He doesn't...
I didn't realise she had it.
Oh, come on, Rita. No more pretense. Say what I know you're thinking.
He doesn't look like Ted, does he?
Oh, dear, I am very much afraid he does. Tiny, dribbling, bald, pink Ted.
The mind boggles. Oh, my God, this looks like a deputation.
I'll leave you to it.
We'd like a word, Mum.
You think I'm making a fool of myself over Jerry?
Well, we've nothing against him as a person.
Which he
He
is.
seems quite a nice sort of a bloke as far as that goes, but he's so young, Mum. We're thinking of you.
Because we love you.
He's so young and I'm so old.
Oh, no, of course not. But, I mean, he is a bit young, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he is. Terribly.
Only 10 years.
He's so young and Harvey's so old. I wonder what reason you'd find to disapprove if I was marrying somebody of exactly my own age.
Oh, marrying?
Yes. You've talked me into it. I'm going to marry Jerry.
No.
He doesn't know yet. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure we'd all like to thank Neville and Liz for inviting us to this very enjoyable wedding and for giving us such a lovely do, because we all like a bit of a do. And to wish them every happiness.
Hear, hear.
Yes. Well, you certainly sound like a politician, Jerry. I wonder how I'll enjoy being a politician's wife.
Rita.
Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as my divorce comes through, I'm going to marry Jerry. Rita!
Oh, wow.
I'm pleased for your mother, Paul.
Yeah, so am I.
Carol's marrying Elvis. It's all a bit overwhelming.
Yes, yes it is. I'm glad.
Are you?
Well, of course I am. Why shouldn't I be? Carol never really meant anything to me. Not in that way. Quite a day all round.
Yes.
A brief escape from the world's problems. Well, I mean...
Maybe they're not going to
in the
run away.
context of religious wars, terrorism, imprisonment without trial, unjust social and financial policies, famine, racial prejudice, the destruction of the environment, the threat of the nuclear holocaust, one silly, one-night fling. It doesn't seem so important, does it?
Perhaps with the world like it is, it's all the more important not to do these things.
I'd never do anything like it, ever.
You betrayed a
again,
trust.
ever.
That's personal.
But don't you see, I'd never be sure ever again, ever, would I?
I bet you're sure. I'd never leave your side ever again, ever.
Can you put up with the trust issues?
We may as well give it a try then.
Well, that resolved. I still think she's going to run away with Rita's fiance.
Well, no point being left out, I suppose.
I must be up as well. Hey, je dois aller à la gare, à prendre le train. J'ai pas pris la voiture aujourd'hui parce que je savais que j'allais conduire un petit peu. Donc, votre restaurant, c'est magnifique, mais c'est pas la gare. Joke! Ah! Hey, bye. Don't show my wife around any more houses.
I won't.
Does he know?
I believe we'll be happy.
I don't.
Good. I hope we will.
Jane thinks so too.
Oh, Neville!
Oh, I know she's dead, but you see, I do still feel that she's with me. I can't help that.
Hopefully not.
Well, I don't suppose you'd have married me if she didn't approve.
We're going to have a ghostly threesome.
The A6879, the Belmont Cross to Withamstone Link Road, and it's blocked by a large number of terrified chickens, which have apparently escaped from a battery chicken farm.
Let's get
so drive those
let 'em
worries
out.
carefully, or you may end up with an instant Coco Van. Ellie is a mommy.
That was bad. Oh, for bloody hell, this bit might have to be cut.
He's finally done it.
Thank you.
Cheer up,
That might be
Ted.
enough to get it done, though.
It's a happy day.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about Lizzie's first husband, Lawrence. Nobody ever thought that he felt anything.
Well, there you are. This is it.
What is?
Life. You never know what people are thinking behind those heads. But I mean, it's happy for the happy couple, obviously.
No.
It's happy for your Elvis and Carol. It's happy for Paul and Jenny. It's even happy for the chickens.
Is it?
Freedom's important. I think so, anyway.
I don't think it is. For chickens.
It's happy for Rita and Jerry, too. It is, Ted. Face it, it is.
I just don't see it, Sandra. I'm sorry, I just don't.
You don't see it because you never appreciated what you had till you didn't have it.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Anyway, that whole thing's ridiculous.
Love is ridiculous.
Yeah.
A year ago, you might have said it were ridiculous if somebody had said you'd end up head waiter and spend the rest of your life with a sacked bakery assistant you met at the DHSS. But it ain't ridiculous, is it?
No, of course it isn't, love.
Oh, cheer up,
He
Ben.
knows it is.
Don't you love me?
Of course I do, Sandra. Madly, deliriously, totally.
Nope. I'm sure she would have heard that, but, you know, he didn't say it in his head. He said it that in front of her ear. I hate Liz even more now. I disliked her. I will say that. I disliked her after what she did, breaking up the wedding, although that was Ted's fault as well. I disliked her for that. I wanted her to be lonely. I wanted Rita and Lawrence to get together. Can't believe what they did. If you're going to kill somebody off, kill them off on screen, please. Even if it's just them in halfway through the episode, they disappear, then someone comes in with news that they've took their own life. Because we had it with the dad. He had the heart attack on screen and found out he died afterwards. His mother died off screen. Lawrence has died off screen. Sign out. So yes, I will never ever forgive Liz anymore. Like I said, I disliked her after what happened. Hate her now. Lawrence should still be alive if it wasn't for her. But I do wish they'd kill him off on screen. As I was saying through the credits, just in case I had to cut the credits out for YouTube, have them in halfway through the episode, let them disappear, someone comes and tells them what happened. If they can kill the dad off on screen, I'm sure they could have done it with others. I mean, they could have lived in hope until the wedding day that it wouldn't go ahead, and it was the wedding day that thrust him over the edge. Not hedge. he's not Isaac's bouquet. Edge. I liked Lawrence, I did. He loved her far too much, and even after the hurt she caused him, he still wanted her back. And she was just a heartless cow. Well, Neville was as well. It was probably Neville that tipped him over the edge even more. The betrayal. Anyway, Ted is a hypocrite, having a go at her for going out with someone half of age now. 10 years younger than her, when he's going out with someone 20 years younger than her. This was the finale of Series 1. It will continue next month. Series 2 will start. Normally my shows do take a break, but I've put a new format in now where Friday it will carry on until the very end. I decided to put this show on Friday, move it from the Monday slot to the Friday slot, add it here, because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. But it would add more shock value if they killed the people off on screen. They missed a trick there, they really did. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. Don't like Neville's nephew, if I'm honest with you. I forgot his name. The estate agent is now going to be a dad. So the shock did come, just with a guy I don't really like. But But yes, if you enjoyed it, could you please just like, comment and subscribe? I would really appreciate it. And a follow on Daily Motion too, I'd appreciate that as well. If you have, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so. You're helping me out, you're helping the channel out, you're helping my mental health out. You honestly are. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me, that allows me to bring the content straight back to you. And my buy me a coffee members as well. I really appreciate you too, no matter what tier you are. They do get exclusive shows, both of those that cannot get on YouTube and Daily Motion. And also, they get ad-free and uncensored early access as well. So with that, I shall sign out now and move on to the next one and hope to see you there. Goodbye.